Immigration. Let's talk about it. In the last 2 years, our population has grown really fast, like baby boom fast. And increasingly, bad actors like fake colleges and big chain corporations have been exploiting our immigration system for their own interests. So we're doing something major. We're reducing the numbers of immigrants that will come to Canada for the next 3 years.
Hi everyone, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanuko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So today's video is about the overall or overhaul that the Canadian government announced a few days ago. I was quite surprised that that news kind of like maybe went on for like a day or two, and I was surprised that Nigerians did not scream. Nigerians did not pull their hairs. Nigerians did not pull, father, yeah, say how the hell, as compared to when the UK government decided to do same thing. And I was kind of like still hoping that I would see a lot of videos, but there was still not a lot of videos. So obviously, one of the people that I watch a lot here was Acid Darling. Okay, I watch stuff because I actually admire Canada. Maybe I might go to Canada at some point. But I was watching Acid Darling, so she was the one, and maybe a few other YouTubers that actually spoke about it. And the reason why I said I was surprised that Nigerians did not, there was not a lot of uproar from the Nigerian community, because when it comes during the UK period time, you guys know, when it comes to the UK time, obviously the UK was already planning on doing those change of policies, about changing visas, visa routes. You don't come with your dependents. They are changing the amount of fees you need to be able to live on. They are changing the amount you need to be able to earn in a year for you to be able to renew, blah blah blah. UK government were already planning these things, but at then God just made it happen that MDTIMU, Nigerians almost removed that boy's head. Nigerians almost turned that boy to something else. But I just felt like it was MDTIMU that made the UK government change their policies. But when I read this Canadian government, the Prime Minister was, I think the Prime Minister is Justin Trudeau, if that's how it's pronounced. I saw that video briefly on Instagram, and I was like, okay. So I went to go watch the entire video on YouTube, and I was like, wow. So what they are trying to do just mirrors exactly what the UK government did last year. Yes, it just mirrors exactly what the UK government did last year. Obviously, they cut down on the amount of immigrants, because the target of immigrant that the UK would normally get in 3 years, UK got those targets in a year. The amount of immigrants coming, like students that they would maybe in 3 years, they assume they will get like maybe 70,000 students in 3 years, and they realize that in a year they are getting 150,000, and so many other things like that. And you all know, with immigrants coming into the UK, immigrants coming from their country of original country of abode to another country, it's also going to have an impact on the services that are being provided in the country they are going to. Let's say, for example, in the UK, with the amount of people that are coming that is exceeding their target, the target that the UK government are expecting, it's going to impact on the services that they have made available for their own people, for their own citizens, and obviously the new people that they've calculated in regards to how they might be able to provide those services to them. So I'm going to leave that video of the Canadian government, Canadian president, and one from another guy called Miller. I'm going to leave that video here, and I'll come back here and talk about it. Okay.
There are the diploma equivalent of puppy mills that are just churning out diplomas. There is fraud and abuse, and it needs to end.
A major cut to immigration is reducing permanent immigration levels by at least 20%.
A new string of measures to clamp down on temporary immigrants.
We're doing something major. We're reducing the numbers of immigrants that will come to Canada for the next 3 years.
Now, it is time to make the adjustments to stabilize the immigration system that we need and get it working right for Canadians.
We're prioritizing permanent residents with the skills we need, like healthcare workers for our hospitals and construction workers who will build more homes. And those temporary residents who are already in Canada, some will apply to stay in Canada as permanent residents since they're already here, established and working.
So you all saw from that video, and I've got a press release here that's on the canada.ca and immigration. So according to the Prime Minister's video there, and from what I've read there, it, like I said, it just mirrors what happened in the UK. So the plan, obviously, people were like, the Prime Minister should have come to apologize that he messed up, he over budgeted, he over assumed the amount of people that are going to come into Canada, blah 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 blah. But obviously they are cutting down on their immigration by 20%. If people come to claim asylum, and also obviously you came in as a student and they now tell you that you cannot renew, you are not claiming asylum, obviously it will look fraudulent to them, right? So they have now saying that they're going to be investigating such cases really tightly, and if they found that there's no reason why you can't go back, they will send you back. You know what the Canadian government are now doing is that they are keeping the people who have the skills that they do not have availability for. So whatever skills or services or skills of people that they don't have in Canada, the people who currently have it in Canada now are the ones that the Canadian government are wanting to keep. And those of you that are not useful for them, they are booting you out. Similar thing happened here in the UK. So I'm going to read off here now. So it says that their plan, which is going to happen in 2025, is that they are reducing permanent residency from 500,000 to 395 in 2025. They are reducing from 500,000 permanent residents to 380,000 in 2026, and they are setting a target for 365,000 permanent residents in 2027. So all of these things is definitely going to have an impact on, you know, services such as, you know, hospitals, rent, jobs, same thing as the same impact that we're having here in the UK. Do you know how many influx of people that came into the UK in the past few years? Now UK has a housing crisis now. Yes, UK is going through a very bad housing crisis right now, and the people that are making money are those who have already bought majority of the housing association houses. There are some council houses that you council sold. So people are then, when they were selling such properties, people have enough money and they bought those properties, like say tomorrow no go day. So it is those people that are now making money now because they are now renting. Like the private rent is skyrocketing, and I'm believing that that's going to be the same in Canada as well. So according to the report that I'm reading as well, this is a quote from the Honorable Mark Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship. It said, in quote, "Today's announcement is the next step in our plan to address the evolving immigration needs of our country. While it's clear our economy needs newcomers, we see the pressure facing our country just as it faced in the UK as well, and we must adapt our policies accordingly. These changes will make immigration work for our country so that everyone has access to the quality jobs, homes and support they need to arrive." Same thing here in the UK. We have listened to Canadians and we will continue to protect the integrity of our system and grow our population responsibly. So same thing that they are struggling to protect is the same thing that UK found and decided to rearrange their policy. So also, quick facts about Canada that I want you guys to know. Okay, I'm sure you all know, but me, I'm coming here to ask Nigerians that Nigerians, how come you guys were not as mad as well with the UK when the UK did this? You were not mad with Canada. That is it Canada? I'm not pronouncing Canada well, but I don't care. I pronounce it the way I want to pronounce it. Is it that Canadian government, or is it because you people are planning on jackpotting a lot to Canada? That's why lots of you are not talking about. Because I can tell you guys, during the UK one, oh my god, everybody and their mother was on the street of Whitey talking that UK shouldn't have done that, UK shouldn't have done that, UK shouldn't have done that. So let me quickly give you a quick fact of this policy changes that Canadian government are trying to do. And yes, Ashley darling, chop knuckle. I love the fact that you are putting all this information out. You know, you're using it to help people. You know, continue to do your misses. You're doing great. So quick fact is this: Canada's population has grown in recent years, reaching 41 million in April 2024. Immigration accounted for almost 98% of its growth in 2023, 60% of which can be attributed to temporary students. This plan to right-size population growth after the post-pandemic surge will support continued robust GDP growth and enable GDP per capita growth to accelerate throughout 2025 to 2027, as well as improve housing affordability and lower the employment rate. Reducing the volume of immigrants will help to alleviate some pressure in the housing market, with the housing supply gap expected to decrease by approximately 670,000 units by the end of 2027. All these things is similar to what UK experienced as well before UK decided to pull the plug. The temporary residence target in the levels plan do not include short-term visitors or seasonal workers who are not captured in the annual population estimates. Targets are for the number of the net new temporary residents entering Canada each year. And also, the government of Canada has put in place measures to manage the volume of temporary resident arrivals, uphold the integrity of our immigration system, and protect vulnerable people, including reforming the international student program, temporary foreign workers, postgraduate work permits for spouses of international students, and temporary foreign workers. Lastly, according to Statistics Canada, immigrants are making important contribution across every sector of Canada's economy, namely healthcare, construction, and transportation. When it comes to Canada's residential construction sector, immigrants play a key role. Well, immigrants will always play a key role, accounting for 23% of all general contractors and residential builders. So guys, it's high time we Africans and our government starts to wake up. Like, they need to start waking up fully. They need to start waking up fully and make Nigeria a better place so that people will not jackpot. Because now these people are telling us they are about to start. They are telling us right now that they are overhauling things, that they are changing things. Like, guys, what do you guys think is going to happen? And I saw that all of the videos I've watched, the advice that those who are currently in Canada are giving now is that people should come for their masters. That way it will allow you to bring your family and you'll be able to get some sort of maybe 2-year renewal or something. Like, guys, let me know if you, those of you who are very, very conversant with all of these things happening in Canada, let me know. The only reason why I'm here is just the fact that I did not see a lot of uproar from the Nigerian community the way it was during when UK government decided to do something similar. Like I said, this change in Canadian government immigration system is just mirroring exactly the same thing that happened in the UK. Anyway, guys, you've all seen them. I don't live in Canada, so I'm hoping that people who are sharing news about Canadian government and this change of policy will be able to pass out more information, and those who are still planning on Japa, I hope it's not too late for those who want to Japa to still Japa, but hey ho, what do I know? Anyway, guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section, and if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? So don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on the post notification so you don't miss any other video from me, share this video, and I hope to catch up with you in my next one. All right, bye for now. Bye.
You can bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I stamp on it. In a private plane, I lamp on it. Lele then call me bank on it. Cause I walk around with the bank on it. Show them